Welcome back, everyone. It's been quite a while. With me is...
OJ missed to the dick.
Yeah, that guy. I actually had trouble finding your username. I looked through the Yakuza thread to find you, but there we go. All the flags.
I've posted in your LP before.
Well, yeah, there was other ways I could have looked you up, but that's how I looked you up.
Yeah, there was a talks involved for WrestleMania season.
I guess there must have been some story behind it, but actually I found you because of your avatar. It's very distinctive, I'll say that.
Yes, still hasn't.
You have a theme going.
It's been evolving over the years.
Yes. Yeah, it has been a while since you were using that cat with wings avatar. So now we have the Borgia cape, which it's the one that permanently reduces your notoriety to 0. And I'm sorry to say, for colors and outfits and such, this is the costume we'll be wearing for the rest of the game.
It's
because the Assassin White still looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't got a big problem with it.
It's classic. It's simple. It works.
Yes. Yep. 0%.
Yeah.
Borgia cape also looks pretty nice.
Yeah. Works all pretty well all in all.
So yeah, other than that brief interlude of getting the last flag, I kind of forget what this video was about.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh, I think I'm starting the Da Vinci disappearance pretty soon. Oh yeah, that's what this video is about. It's the Da Vinci disappearance.
Well, you already did the first mission.
Yes, that was my mistake, I'll remind you.
But that also takes place after the game. Whatever.
Well, it makes more sense to do it before the ending, because it's the ending.
But that means there would be some debate if Ezio would live or die, and you've obviously now said Ezio's going to live, despite the fact that we've already done commentary over an entire LP of Assassin's Creed Revelations where he's still alive. Ignore that fact.
Yeah. Oh.
Or that he just dies on a park bench in the middle of nowhere.
Yes. Although that's not Ezio does not actually die in any of Assassin's Creed game. I'll say that.
He dies in the movie.
Any suggestions to the contrary are pure fiction.
It depends if you...
There was a mission pretty close to this in Assassin's Creed 2, actually.
I'm going to debate you because technically they made that movie part of the Ezio trilogy on PS4, so now it is actually a game.
That's true. I can't say that's entirely false. But yeah, it's just... Poison is a pretty fun way to handle this, and there's a lot of these annoying axe dudes, and Poison dude gonna be wrecking shit up pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why I hate this mission, the 15 seconds thing.
Yeah, this is...
Unless you really cheese it with the arrow storm, it's pretty rough to kill those guys in 15 seconds.
The option is there.
Yes, but it feels wrong to do it that way.
The option is there.
Yeah, 15 seconds, 30 seconds is the main objective.
Yeah. Or you...
do it that way, because you can throw smoke bombs in this game. You could not throw smoke... You couldn't throw smoke bombs in 2, right?
I don't think you could throw them directly like that, no. And that is the prime example of why smoke bombs are great. Stun locking your enemies just so you can run up and stab them. Especially in this game where you can,
the kill streaks thing?
Well, kill streaks and, being able to, just double stab dudes pretty well.
Okay, so that was a bit of a cut there.
Okay.
This doesn't seem quite...
So this is... To catch up on the Da Vinci disappearance, Leonardo da Vinci was kidnapped. You went and found his little, little model / understudy guy who probably was the face of the Mona Lisa. You followed a grand conspiracy, and you're looking for paintings that had been stolen, that had been painted during the time at the villa, but had been stolen by Borgia soldiers, and a whole bunch of them have ended up in Lucrezia Borgia's possession. Hi, Lucretia. You survived the game. Congratulations.
Yes, historical spoiler alert, Lucrezia does live past the events of Assassin's Creed
Yes.
Brotherhood. Well, the main game, that is.
Yes.
Increase the patrols and warn
Oh, she kind of like
I thi-
dies. Like,
I think we'll see her again in the course of the main game, but don't quote me on that.
no, we do. But
Okay. But yeah, she lives. After the Borgia fell out of power, she basically retired to the countryside since nobody liked the Borgias, and Lucrezia kind of got out of town while the getting was good.
yes. So.
That's quite a name right there.
Yeah.
This is a pretty nicely detailed area.
Yeah.
The Da Vinci disappearance does have some pretty cool, unique areas. The last one in particular is very nice.
Yes. Now I'm trying to remember what was the bonus objective for this.
I think it's remain undetected or something.
No, I mean, you're pretty much on a.
Yeah, I forget, but it's something.
I wonder if I could look.
It's not like a time thing or anything.
It's not like the time one of put together the code that fucking that you had to do under a strict time limit.
Yes. Oh yes, and since the last time we recorded, I picked up Rogue PS4, Origins, and Origins Gold Edition, and Odyssey Gold Edition.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got the full suite right now.
Yep. You enjoying those?
And Odyssey Gold also comes with
Assassin's Creed 3 remastered.
and Liberation.
Yeah.
So now I finally own Assassin's Creed Liberation.
Liberation is a fun game. Interesting in some design decisions, but pretty fun, especially considering it was a PlayStation game originally.
A Vita game, right?
Yeah. Whatever, PlayStation Portable or Vita, it's all one in my mind.
Yeah, it was originally on the Vita, then it got a console port or something, but I just never got around to it.
Yeah, no, it had the HD remake, and then it had the got a PC port as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, it's Ubisoft. Everything goes on the PC.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, so the bonus objective is don't kill anybody.
Oh, that's
This is a pretty simple bonus mission. Especially if you're doing a sneaking mission.
I think it kind of depends on the mission, but unarmed kills I don't think count as kills.
Yeah.
If it's like a mission critical NPC, then punching them out does count as failure, but the game doesn't consider it a kill, I think.
I think it depends. There is some cases where it is, and I think there's some cases where it isn't. Mostly because what you really could do is...
There's no effective difference between killing and punching someone out. They both incapacitate the target.
What I think you should do is just run. This is obviously
Or
this is
toss. Didn't seem to affect them is the thing. These guys, I don't think are being paid very much.
No, but I was gonna say there's the big brick, open brick pattern on the other side of the wall. So you probably could have just dropped and then suddenly just dropped behind it. And they wouldn't have noticed.
That's probably the way you're meant to do it. As you can see, it's pretty silly. I mean, those guys, they ignored a smoke bomb being tossed at them, and a big moron in a cape jumped past them and crashed behind them, and they apparently didn't care that much.
Yeah. And then again, it's the wrong way to go. You probably had to crawl across the frickin' archway.
We do.
I spotted it.
I think I'm looking for treasure chests.
That's
little bonus objective.
Yeah. The bonus objective you refuse to do for many of the other ones in the actual game. And then
Yes. Because there's no real point in doing that. Unlike in 2, you couldn't replay tombs in 2, right?
I don't remember, and even if you did, but treasure chest didn't count 100% too. So.
Oh yeah, I don't think the treasure chests and the tombs counted as synchronization.
No, they get kind of like tallied on as bonus.
Yeah, I think 2 was the only game where opening treasure chests counted towards completion, because I think Ubisoft realized pretty early on that's pretty tedious to go around and open all the treasure chests.
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts.
Yes. Or at least so I've heard. I haven't actually played any.
Yeah. That's a thing you could probably...
I've only got so much time, you understand.
I know.
Although, this month in particular is pretty good because I only actually have 4 days of work, and those are finals days.
Yeah.
The first one is on Monday, so that'll be fun.
Why are you doing this? You can just climb up the frickin' Bailey. Okay, there we go.
That's a Bailey?
Whatever.
A Bailey is like a castle thing.
I'm thinking of the wrong thing, you're right. I'm thinking of Zork Zero for whatever godforsaken reason. And you missed the chest.
Oh, do point out the treasure chest for us.
That was right there to your left as you took a right, you should have made a left.
Okay.
Come to kill me at last, assassino.
Assassino.
Buongiorno, Lucrezia. Or should I say, Duchessa?
I don't know who she was married to. I wish I could pull up Wikipedia really fast to find out who she married, but yeah, she's married to some random duke.
I am here for the art on your walls.
I'm pretty sure she was. Lucrezia married a lot of folks.
Yeah. Actually, that's part of the reason why I'm thinking it was Zork Zero. There was a Lucrezia flatted in that game.
Goodness.
It killed a lot of husbands.
Oh, Duke Ferrara. That's
The Duke of
Ferrara
Ferrara.
loves me. I am a stranger, a castaway, an orphan. Your paintings are gone, assassino.
Oh, good to know.
I do not believe you.
Frightening, is it not? You have lost so much.
Yeah, the thing is,
Perhaps
all the missions are running like on an in-game timer that's always running. It's starting in Black Flag. They did online timers, so it's as long as the servers were up, your mission progress would happen regardless of whether you were playing the game or not. They were not doing that in this game.
I kept one for myself. Guards! Place Da Vinci's Annunciation in a car.
Everyone's a critic.
Leave it outside the walls.
Molto bene. Now, close your eyes.
My husband will soon arrive with his guards, so it is best if you hurry.
Forgive me, Duchessa.
What for?
No man can heal your pain. You must do so on your own.
Now, what pain he's talking about? Well, you'll just have to watch the second to last video, I think.
And now,
Although again, if you read the Wikipedia article for Lucrezia Borgia, you can probably guess what happened.
yeah. And so, at least this part of the mission is like, don't get in combat is at least interesting. Because you have to...
Just run away. Running from a whole bunch of guys is more entertaining than fighting them usually.
Yeah. I think there's a treasure chest somewhere nearby. I can hear it.
I'm glad you can, because as usual I always have the videos muted. But yeah, here's the thing with the video game design is this is a really nice and detailed area that you only have a few minutes to explore, even if you kill everybody.
Yeah, they did some really good...
All this work being poured into environments which very few people really appreciate.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is some really good design, especially for this game. And I mean, as we were saying...
Yeah, not as a particular knock on this game, but more that Revelations does look a lot better in general.
Yeah, no, and I think there's a lot of shine to this one area, and There's a lot of shine to Rome as a whole, but not quite as much. And there's
Yeah.
a K. There's a painting.
The Annunciation.
Yes. So, why is she in front of?
Was it a Da Vinci that recently went for like $40 million?
I have no idea. I don't pay attention to art prices, unfortunately.
It's that sound. I think some Saudi prince purchased it or something.
Could very well be.
Those Saudis and throwing their money around like that one prince that had a flight full of birds or something. You never know with the idol ritual. Oh, I will say, we're going to meet an old friend in this video.
Chop off the hands of your political enemies and dismember their bodies.
Yes. This part of the Da Vinci disappearance will take you inside an area of the... Well, I don't think this mission in particular, but this mission will take you into a part of the Castella you can't get into in the normal game, I think.
Yeah, I think this is technically kind of locked away. There's a... If you look carefully, you can find the path. The path forward is accessible, but I think this chamber is technically sealed for most of the.
There's usually a big door blocking your way.
Yeah.
You'll have to forgive that siren if you can hear it. I get a lot of sirens here in the city.
Ah, hey, and in case you're forgetting, this is the Cult of Pythagoras dudes who are supposed to be watching, or we're stalking them or whatever. They're... Wow, your assassins are... that was quick.
But yeah, see, I couldn't very easily break my cover by doing a bench assassination, now could I? I will say that, we mentioned these guys earlier, but these dudes always have crafting materials if you loot their bodies.
The really, really good crafting materials.
Yes.
Like purple dye is needed for one of the later missions. They're also one of the few people who will reliably drop Lincoln Burgess for other stuff.
Yes, but if you want the shrunken heads, you're going to have to find them.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'd never have shrunken heads.
Yeah, there's only 2 of them. Third if you did the stupid BC world economy thing.
Yeah, that guy in the white robe walked past us. I don't think that's a very common model to see in the Vaticano.
I don't think so either.
Like you usually see the cardinals with the red hats and stuff, but the guy in the white? I don't think so.
Yeah. Of course, the sneaking mission on this, unfortunately... man, that was good. The secondary objective on this actually is kind of annoying, especially for an Ezio era game. Don't use the rooftops in a game where the entire stealth system is basically based on rooftops.
Yes.
Less so on after starting with Assassin's Creed 3, where you could actually start hiding in stuff like foliage or shrubbery.
Yeah, but you can't. There's not enough foliage in this game in the first place.
You just walk through some.
But, yes. I will say that it seems weird that jumping around on rooftops we don't attract as much attention as we do. But if you do play Revelations, some of the missions have your NPC buddies jumping along rooftops, and they're actually pretty indiscreet.
Yeah.
Like if you're watching them from street level, it can actually be pretty hard to see with them when they move.
You're jumping
so.
like a caped crusader.
Yes. In one of the many repeated lines in these games, talking about he's going about like a caped crusader. Speaking of which, I'm also playing Arkham City HD right now. Well, not at the current moment in space and time, but when I have free time.
Yeah.
I have about 1 million different games I have to get around
I'm
to.
playing Kingdom Hearts 3 right now.
And even more now that the PSN Golden Week sale is happening.
Oh yes. Yes, I bought a. Actually, I have just about everything I really want right now on PSN, so I'm pretty happy in that regard. Or at least like the only thing like right now that I really want to get is Sekiro, but
Right.
I'm waiting for that to go on sale because like I think it was either Sekiro or the new Yoshi game, and I went it with the new Yoshi game.
Yeah.
Difficult
see, my
choice.
thing is I pretty much have to wait for digital sales and stuff because I got too many game cases as is.
I gotta that too.
And it's just kind of a pain switching discs all the time. So I'm really moving into digital stuff these days.
Yeah, I kind of prefer the Switch in a lot of regards, at least for like physical media, because it's small and basically just swapping a quick card out. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, but it's just the
But it's not.
physicality of it. Like I'm not opposed to getting physical stuff, but if I can help it, I'll go with digital.
Yeah. There was a while that I was getting. I mean, I have like Odyssey and Origins on physical, but also part of that was because Amazon was having that thing where they'd give you a free 20% off at launch for physical.
Are they still doing
No,
that?
they discontinued the program.
Oh, that's
But if you pre-ordered it a certain time, you get 20% off physical. And I'm like, God damn it! I'm not going to get 20% off digital for a while. And there were some games I wanted to get.
Oh yeah, that guy in the brown mentioned Lucrezia's Spanish blood. The Borgias, among other reasons, were disliked because they were Spaniards. Rodrigo was the first Spaniard who ever became Pope, and I think he's still the last one who did. I can't think of any other Spanish popes, but yeah, generally speaking, the Italian-dominated College of Cardinals did not like foreigners.
Treat it with respect. Go.
And you can tell that guy's important because he has a funny hat.
Well, that's a status symbol these days. I mean, the Pope has a funny hat. The Cardinals have funny hats. It's just kind of a thing.
Let's see, list of
Around
popes. List of popes who died violently.
Wow.
Thank you, Wikipedia.
I don't think that's like 2 or 3 popes or something.
Spain involved. List of popes from the Borgia family.
Well, I could name you the one pope, the one Borgia pope. But that's not a spoiler. I think.
There's actually 3.
Oh, really?
Yes. So the answer to your question, there were three popes from Spain.
When was the last one? Was it Rodrigo?
No, he was in the middle. 1655. It was actually the great grandson of Rodrigo.
Huh.
And the first one was Rodrigo's uncle was pope in the 1450s for a few years.
Oh yeah, so that would be 40-something years before this game.
No, 1400s, 1450. Yeah.
This game is taking place.
about 40 years. I wonder how many popes that is. How many popes that was?
Well, depends on if you're like John Paul II type. Or
No.
or
I
that
just wonder how many.
No, how many popes in 40 years?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on if you have John Paul II types or Ratzinger types who were only there for a few years. Isn't the current pope from Brazil or something?
He's South American, and I'm struggling to think of where it is.
I'm just gonna guess Brazil.
No, it isn't Brazil. Argentina.
Bummer. Well, not because he's Argentinian, just because I was wrong.
Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. We're 4 popes. 4 popes in between Rodrigo and his uncle.
Buongiorno. Is this the home of
Well,
Francesco?
yeah, that's not a very long
It was.
tenure.
But now the bank's on everything.
Yeah, Rodrigo was only pope for...
The Da Vinci paint.
no, he was in 1492 because he issued that papal bull regarding slavery.
The 3 paintings were put up
So
for
I want to
auction
guess
and
like
purchased by a merchant of
15
Firenze.
years or something.
About 11.
Prepares to set sail from the harbor
No,
immediately.
wasn't too bad.
No, for back then, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, it was the papal bull in regards to the natives or something.
Yeah.
I remember something Rodrigo put out like that.
Yeah. Yeah, 11 years is pretty high up. A lot of people are around to 4 or 5.
John Paul II type 10 years are pretty rare, actually.
Well, yes.
Like, he was pope for at least 25 years, I think. Because I remember he was pope during the Poland stuff during the Cold War.
Yeah, no,
I forget the name of it.
about 26 years or so.
Solidarity, that's it.
No, he was pope for about a quarter of a century.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The bards. We haven't seen bards in a while, but you know they're there.
Yeah, let's go beat up on people.
That model looks vaguely
Hey, it's
Ezio Auditore. Come back down to the harbor when I return to Rome.
Yep, it's
I will
Duccio.
I do, Joe.
From the first few missions of
Living in
Assassin's
this
Creed
third
2.
rate
A recurring
city instead
joke
of beautiful
character.
Firenze.
No.
How low you have sunk.
Duccio. We are not children anymore.
Why, he's not a joke
Look around.
character?
I have help this time, and you are all alone.
I have
I am
blades.
warning you.
Well, we are only talking, are we not? I see this place has worked its magic on your system.
And I will say this guy is in Revelations, but he doesn't have any plot involvement at all. You just see him standing around in the middle of some street where you can pretty much beat him up. As long as you don't kill him, you can pretty much beat him up at your leisure.
Ezio did not kill
You go
Duccio.
farm- No, Duccio does not die. That is not canon. But yeah, if you beat him up but don't kill him, he eventually respawns in the same place. So you can just beat him up as much as
Yeah.
you want.
Yes, he was. What mission was he on? It was like it had to be like the second or third mission of Assassin's Creed 2, where literally the mission was beat up Duccio because he broke up with Claudia, or was screwing.
Well, no,
he was cheating on Claudia. That's right. Which unlocked the beat up, cheating lovers side stories,
Yeah, those side.
which also show kind of like in the brothel, but whatever. That's
You know,
weird.
Duccio's a pretty confident guy. You can look at a guy dressed up like Ezio. This guy's packing some heat. I mean, you can ignore the crossbow. This guy's got metal gloves on. He's wearing this big old robe, concealing God knows. I pickpocketed somebody somehow. How I pickpocketed him. But I did.
Yeah. Duccio.
See, you gotta let Duccio have a couple punches in.
Whatever happened to Duccio at the end of this soul?
Well, all we know is he turned up in Constantinople at the same time Ezio was there. You don't know why he's there, but he's there.
Your father pretended to be one of us, but we all knew you were outsiders.
Yeah, that whole outsider bit is Ezio's father was not like a native Florentine. I forget where he came from exactly, but yeah,
he basically
just kind of adopted.
Yeah, he basically adopted Florence, and because he was an assassin, he had some major pull with the Medici family, which is what led him.
Yeah,
because
which is why he was tight with the in the game.
I forget exactly where because it's obviously it's like your family was some sort of banking family that because of the Marco Polo thing, and they started halfway through it.
The Auditores knew Dante as an Algeri for a while.
Not as Dante as in you're gonna say spiky hair blonde dude.
Well, I was going to say, have you played Devil May Cry 5?
I don't know. Like I just never got into Devil May Cry. Believe it or not.
Just character action games, just not your thing, I guess.
Yeah.
You are going to shut your mouth and give me what I want.
Definitely.
Three Da Vinci paintings.
One is on the boat.
Okay, yeah, this upcoming stealth mission can actually be pretty tough. Because you're on a boat, which is a pretty cramped environment, and you can't get spotted or you fail.
Go ask your whore of a sister. I am sure she has slept with a couple of gardeners.
Never learns.
Yes. And to follow up on what happens with Duccio, he shows up in Constantinople for whatever godforsaken reason. He tries to flirt with Sophia, sees that she's involved with Ezio, goes, oh shit, gets beat up, turns to a drunk, and then dies penniless after dying and contracts rabies from a dog bite.
That's really what happened?
Yes.
Oh, that you're reading in the database.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so as you can see, the amount of time is not great left on this mission, but it is pretty tricky if you kind of jump right into it.
He was to come here after examining another Da Vinci painting near El Vaticano. Imagine, once we open... Patience, brothers. Soon we will reveal the secrets of this painting.
I'm guessing this DLC is kind of meant to cash in on the whole Da Vinci Code thing, because it's the hidden messages left in Da Vinci stuff that these crazy hermeticists are wild about. I forget. I think you can arrow storm these guys, but again, that just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to leave them alone.
You could definitely.
Oh yeah, you can kill them. Fine.
Yeah, the mission objective is don't be detected. So you are free to pick them off, which I think you probably.
Yeah, this doesn't have to be hard, but again, arrow storming just doesn't feel right. But unfortunately, Ezio's carrying a lot of stuff around, so he'll make a lot of noise if you take out dudes next to other dudes. But you know, if you see a guy get, I did. It shows how much I remember of my own gameplay.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
You kind of have to because they're all like sitting up front in front of them.
Yeah, there's really no other great way to do that.
Yay, free painting.
And Ezio's gonna shove it somewhere.
Yeah. And lady with an ermine.
We'll be solving the Da Vinci disappearance next time, I think. I have to check the video on my hard drive because I don't actually remember.
Alright. Cut that bit out.
Alright. Yes, finally.